Hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, here tonight with Tom Albert. And welcome to the Division 4 state semifinals, what may promise to be the game of the year. Big matchup tonight, the number 14 Frontier Redhawks and the number 2 defending state champs, the Lynnsfield Pioneers. We're going to go down onto the field now for the starting lineups and be back in just a moment.
Remind all who are present today that they are expected to show the utmost respect for the game officials, coaches, and athletes and their opponents by cheering their team on in positive ways. There will be no tolerance for cheers or comments that demean, taunt, ridicule, or are meant to embarrass anyone who is participating in this contest. All spectators are reminded that the MIAA strictly prohibits spectators from access to the playing surface during or after the game. We trust that all will honor the MIAA policies and help us to make this a memorable day for your outstanding student athletes and coaches. We would like to extend our congratulations to Frontier Regional in Lynnsfield for their outstanding seasons. We'll now meet the starting lineups for both teams. Starting with the visiting team, the Redhawks of Frontier Regional. Number 3, Diego Frazier. Number 4, Ben Cachuano. Number 6, Max Millette. Number 7, William Redding. Number 8, Gus Radner. Number 9, TJ Donovan. Number 11, Ian Pachorik. Number 13, Jack Cusson. Number 15, Casey Bessler. Number 16, Tristan Valderrama. And number 17, Eric Larson. Now your starters for Lynnsfield. Number 0, Kellen Cardinal. Number 1, Matt Reinold. Number 3, Charlie Morgan. And number 5, Tyler Maddox. Number 6, Chris Calnan. Number 7, Dylan Riley. And number 10, Joel Anthony. Number 15, Muhammad Ayari. Number 17, Nate Zalvin. And number 18, Ben Clancy. Number 19, Rocco Senna. Your officials for today's game, Mr. Andrew Brownsword, Mr. Bob Catalini, and Mr. Stephen Grabowski. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. We now ask everyone who is able to please rise for the playing of the national anthem. you. Good luck to both teams.
All right, hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. As we said, it is a big game here tonight in Ayer Shirley, the neutral ground for today's Final Four matchup. It's been a long road for both of these teams to get here. Both of them playing 3 games to get to this state semifinal. The Lynnsfield Pioneers beat Uxbridge in their first round 4-0, Gardner in the second 2-0, and just recently Hampshire Regional 3-2 in the Elite 8. Frontier with an exhilarating run here, absolutely improbable by all means. The 14th seed has somehow found a way to be in the Final Four, making perhaps the biggest upset of the tournament so far, Tom, beating the number 3 Pittsfield Generals on penalty kicks. Eventual score in that game was 4-3, and their last game was 1-0 win over Tingsboro, the number 6 seed, to get them here off the foot of Gus Radner, who's wearing number 8 on the field tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game, Mason. I mean, Frontier will have the uphill battle, I would assume. I mean, Lynnsfield, they are the state champs from last year, so.
Yeah, but Frontier will start off with the ball as they are the visiting team here, and it's safe to say that Frontier definitely is coming into this game feeling fairly well prepared. They're confident in their guys on the field, and they're ready for a hard-fought game. And it will be played on the right side of the field here. And we'll give you a couple players to watch for the Pioneers first as they control the ball on their back line. Starting up first is the man starting up front for the Pioneers, who are wearing blue tonight, the dark blue, as the ball just deflects off of his chest there. Number 7, Dylan Riley, senior captain and the 2023 Division IV Player of the Year, according to the Boston Globe. Yeah, very high honors there. He is credited with giving them, leading them to that state championship last year, Tom. And in assistance to him on the front line is going to be at the bottom of your screen when you see him wearing number 1. That is Matt Reinold. Reinold playing the left wing tonight for the Pioneers. Going to be looking for plenty of crosses in and forward to Riley. And the other worth mentioning about Dylan Riley is that he just recently came back onto the field for the team. He was nursing a broken foot for the entire regular season, and he just came back in time for the state's tournament run. As Frontier is fighting hard on the far sideline here, keeping Lynnsfield pinned down. And now it's finally broken away from the sideline, played up to the midfield by the Red Hawks. Over the head of Radner, Larson gets fooled out by the third player I was going to talk about, number 19, Rocco Shenna. He is perhaps the tallest player in the midfield for the Pioneers. And here goes Reinold on the near side using the control that I was just talking about. And now it's played back over to Shenna. And the pass, he was looking for number 10 on the far side. That's Anthony, but Donovan intercepted it. Maybe some miscommunication as well, but Millette controls and hands it off to Donovan, who plays it up and out of bounds at midfield. And I said before the game time, it's going to be a battle in the midfield early in the game. Who can get control of the ball first and really break through? We haven't seen anything decisive outside the midfield yet. And I think it might just stay that way for a little while here.
Yeah.
And Redding will tap the ball out of bounds. And Redding, if we're going to talk about guys to watch, is one of the biggest guys to watch for the Hawks, wearing the white and red as the visiting team tonight. He has been right in the middle of every single big play so far in the Hawks state playoffs run. He scored that double extra time game winner against Nantucket in the first round. He scored the last penalty kick to seal the deal against Pittsfield in their huge upset in the second round, and he got the assist to the game winner in regulation for Gus Radner when they beat Tyngsboro. And now maybe the first chance here for Lynnsfield, as they play it back to Shenna. Looking for a pass up, he'll send it back instead to Clancy. Clancy looking up the middle, and it's out of bounds off the foot of Radner. Some good containment so far from the Redhawks, but they're definitely on their back heels right now, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, back in their own end. I mean, they do clear it out, but...
And now Redding will be in pursuit. A nice touch, but that will be out of bounds, gone on the outside of his foot. And now Pachurik will hand it off to Millette. The go-to throw-in guy sends it deep over the back line into the box. Redding in pursuit, and it's going to be stopped by the man in goal tonight wearing the black, Kellen Cardinal.
Yeah, that was kind of close. It almost got away from him there, so if Frontier was able to get to that ball, it would have been a nice shot on goal. But
yeah, it's just making some chances for yourself to maybe capitalize, maybe, just maybe. I mean, you're the underdogs. You're hoping against the odds right now, against the defending state champs. You're not supposed to win this game, by all means, really, but the Hawks are here to prove them wrong, and they've been proving them wrong for this whole state's run so far, as that will be Jack Cusson on the other end making a play, his first time touching the ball tonight. Cusson, and it's always an anomaly here. Cusson, one of the younger players on the pitch, a freshman keeper stepping up in a big, big way this regular season, and especially in the state playoffs run, contrasting the senior captain, Kellen Cardinal, on the other side of the pitch in goal for Lynnsfield. And now it will be Millette playing it up. He's got Redding. Redding staying with it, and now he loses it to the defensive line. That was Charlie Morgan, defensive captain for the Pioneers, on the ball there. And now moving it fast on the right side is the Pioneers, and it's tapped out of bounds by Cachuongo. Cachuongo's been playing against Riley pretty well, being aggressive against him, playing a little bit high up, but that's been the Hawks' strategy that I've talked to them about with how to handle Dylan Riley. Utilize your center backs, and that will be Redding in pursuit as the ball is dropped back to Cardinal, who sends it out down the field.
It was an interesting play there that they passed it back to their goalie, but
it's been something that we've seen more and more teams do later in the season. We saw it first with South Hadley, I think. They used that a lot when we played against them several times in the regular season. And now off the head of Pachurik, maybe a chance for the Pioneers. Making the turn here is Maddox, who plays it up. Can't get it to Reinold, and the ball is out of bounds. Going to be a Pioneers throw-in. Trying to control, and they send it up. Bessler is in the landing zone, and he clears it out. A good header from Charlie Morgan to clear it back out, but Radner gets on top of it right away. Radner with a nice touch forward. Back to Radner. Gus Radner sends it forward. Now Pachurik in the box. Ian Pachurik centering pass, and it's sent back out and out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Red Hawks. There is some good offensive generation right there, Tom. That's exactly what the Hawks need in this game, and that's what they want to do to put some pressure on the defending state champs.
Yeah.
And now it'll be the man with the magic foot here, Gus Radner, who sent them to this game with a late goal against Tyngsboro. Hand goes up to take the corner. Radner chips it in. Good ball. It's loose, and it's brought down. Couple headers there for the Red Hawks, but a good stop from Kellen Cardinal. Got right in the mix. Some nice aggressive goaltending right there. And now they'll play it up on the right side. It gets up to Dylan Riley. Let's see what he can do. And Cachuongo shuts him down nice and quick and will play it out fast. Runs into one of the Pioneers players, and he's going to have to get back quickly as the Pioneers keep control of the ball. Hawks back in position now. They play it back. Clancy, and now it's cleared back out. Pachurik was right in the area. Cardinal playing very high up. And that strategy of playing a high back line has also emerged in the state championship as we've seen more and more games. Trying to counter chipping the back line more and more. As the Hawks seem to have adapted to that as well with their center backs, the ones playing a little bit farther back, but not by much here. You can see number 4 and number 3, Kachuango and Frazier, two of the Red Hawks captains, playing a little bit farther back than the wing defenders. And now Kachuango will come up to play the ball, move it forward himself, and now sends it back. Bessler plays it forward, trying to get it over the back line, but it's headed up. And Radner is there to control. Oh, a nice touch to get it over the midfield. Radner now loses it. Maddox, and a free kick for Lynnsfield. It's again that physicality of Radner that's going to come to bite the Red Hawks a little bit as the header calms the ball down a little bit from Pachurik. But now Reinhold on a double team, getting into the box. Some nice moves from Reinhold, sends it in. It's deflected. A good stop from the Red Hawks after a good run. And now a nice turn. Redding couldn't get there in time. It was a good play from Morgan.
Yeah, that was some good defense from the Hawks there. I mean, stopping a nice attack from Lynnsfield. So
yeah, we've seen a couple chances from both teams so far. And it's been just a couple players on the back line that have really kept this game scoreless here. We've seen good chances for Lynnsfield and good chances for Frontier so far. And I mean, I think that most of the people that might have seen any of the film of both of these teams could be expecting something like this. Very evenly matched. That ball is sent to the box. They were looking for Riley, but Kachuango heads it back out. And now Radner keeps the ball. Ref lets it play on. Was going to blow a whistle, but no advantage seen as Pachurik, now off the header, controls the ball, sends it up. Redding intercepts, and now fighting for the ball. Stops the clear. Redding stumbles, and he can't get back to it. Ref says play on, and now they get it up to the midfield. Shenna. And Valderrama clears it out. An exciting sequence of events for the Hawks to maybe have a chance there.
yeah, it was definitely interesting. I mean, I'm surprised that the referees didn't call anything for both of the teams there. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say the same thing. As now we'll see the first subs of the night for the Red Hawks. It looks like it will be Redding who comes off first after getting a little shaken up on that last play. Graydon Gifford, wearing number 23, comes in for him. And now it'll be Shenna to control. He plays it back. Ayari. Now over to Clancy, and he sends it out of bounds. A couple of subs as well for the Pioneers. Number 23 as well coming in for the blue shirts is now Pachurik makes a nice play on the sideline. In Pachurik through traffic. Pachurik gets tripped up, and the ball is cleared out. It'll be Red Hawks throw in right at midfield, but that was a nice move there. And as I was saying, number 23, that's Ollie Morgan playing against Ian Pachurik right now.
And Pachurik, he kind of needed somebody to pass to. There wasn't really an open lane for him. So.
Yeah, he made a lot happen out of nothing, but you're right, Tom. There wasn't anyone to pass to, as now he will look to receive a pass, but it's picked off and sent back in motion for the Pioneers. But Radner takes it back. Radner centering pass. Larson maybe with a chance. Does he see the left side? Keeps it himself, and now it's cleared back out. He almost had Donovan on the left wing, and now it'll be Dylan Riley against Kachuango. And Kachuango will make a play for the free kick.
Yeah, and some of the fans not happy.
Shouts coming from the stands for the Hawks saying that was the last man. A technicality I'm not personally familiar with, I'll say.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure either.
Riley making another chance, and it's going to be Shenna to take the free kick right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this will be a huge opportunity for Lynnsfield here. And
yeah, they're known to be good off the dead ball. Shenna sends it in, and it's scooped up with ease. Cusson makes the textbook save.
A good stop there for the Hawks. I mean, that's what they just need to rely on their goalkeeper. I mean, their strong defense, like you've said in the past, Mason.
Yeah,
so.
their defense is going to hold them in this game, I think. And Riley decides not to make a run at the ball as a collision is made with Gifford, who winds up right on top of the ball, can't make a play on it, and now Larson makes a nice turn to his left, now cuts back to his right. Larson chips it forward, and he goes down, and that is going to be a free kick. Plenty of physicality and checking and falls in the midfield here tonight, Tom.
Yeah. A lot of aggressiveness from both teams. I mean, this is what you're gonna see in this far into the tournament.
Yeah.
So.
And the time is moving fast. We're already just about 15 minutes into the first half. 26 left on the clock. And it's a free kick for the Redhawks. Frazier to take it. Sends it into the box. And Cardinal is there to come up and make the save. He's tall, very confident in his play, and he hurls it down the field to Dylan Riley. Riley against Cachuongo. Cachuongo again with a nice touch to shut down the striker. And now sends it right back to Cardinal, who wastes no time in getting it away from Gifford. And Gifford gets right back into the action, forces maybe a turnover, but Riley gets back in time. Now catches Cachuongo on his back foot. Riley on the right wing, cuts back, gets away from Donovan, and now plays it back to calm it down. Shenna looking to set something up here. And Donovan intercepts the pass. Riley getting frustrated with his team early on here. And it'll be some substitutions coming in. That will be Carter Miller coming in for TJ Donovan. And we're keeping an eye on Will Redding, who is walking around behind the benches right now. He came out of the game after getting a little shaken up. And if he's not back in the game, if he's not able to come back into the game, I think that spells some definite concern for the Redhawks.
Yeah, that's a huge loss right there. I mean, like you said earlier in the game, Will Redding, vital to this Redhawk team. So, yeah.
And now will be another throw-in for Lynnsfield on the far side. Controlled by Anthony, double-teamed, and he will control the ball still. Plays it back now, keeping it safe, and now over to Shenna. Back, Ayari finds Clancy on the near side. Clancy looks for the centering pass. Frazier's there to head it out. Hawks holding their defense together, struggling right now to get any kind of offensive production. But Miller with a good challenge. That was very well timed. Nice and clean, and it will be a Lynnsfield throw-in on the far side. In a dangerous place here, though. Keep an eye out for a run from Dylan Riley, but they'll play it back. Now goes on the run, and Valderrama just clears it out.
Yeah, it was like a nice pass to the coach.
Yeah. And now Shenna again at the point trying to make something happen. Up to Riley. Riley keeps it himself, trying to turn around Frazier. Sends it in, and no one is there. It was deflected off of Frazier's foot, though, the official is saying. So a corner kick here going to be taken by Joel Anthony.
Yeah, so another a big opportunity for Lynnsfield, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage of this corner.
Crowding the net here. Whistle is blown. Ref trying to diffuse a little bit, maybe saying spread out a little bit more. Just everyone in front of the goal.
Yeah.
You can barely see Jack Cusson in there. Anthony sends it in, headed up. Millette was there, and now out. Shenna with a shot. It goes high, and it will be a corner from the other side. Great foot. Max Millette just saved a goal for the Red Hawks.
Yep.
And now, on the right side of the field, it's going to be Matt Reinold. We've talked about him before. And they'll do a same formation here. Sent into the box, looking for a header, and it goes wide. Another corner. We've got 3 in a row here. Hawks just holding their breath, seeing if they can find a way to get out of this situation. This is really not where they want to be.
No. You're right. I mean, they need to be able to get out of this.
Cusson being screened by Shenna right now. Anthony sends the ball in. Header is there for Cachuango, and Larson sends it back out for the Hawks. What a recovery, and Grifford is there to slow it down even more. Now it's played back in by Morgan, trying to catch him in transition. Cachuango is there, Riley, and it is out of bounds.
He must have gotten the wind knocked out of him there from the ball.
Yeah. So it'll be called a goal kick. I was confused on what the motion from the official was. So now it'll be Maddox coming out, Brendan Riley coming in for Lynnsfield. Plenty of students here for the Hawks. Wonderful to see. This is fantastic. Great support. Frontier still struggling to really control in the midfield to get some consistent offensive efforts, and that is going to be a free kick.
Looked a little floppy to me, but you know.
I think he got his back heel kind of flat tired him a little bit as he was turning away, but a free kick from the 40-yard line for Shenna and the Pioneers. Halfway through the first half, sends it in, looking for a header, and Cusson is there to make the easy save. You got to wonder how Riley earned this title of Player of the Year when he didn't even go for a header. That seemed to be right in his area.
Yeah.
But not to say that he hasn't been doing anything. He's been phenomenal on the ball when he's been on the ball, but he doesn't go to the ball very much. A couple headers from the Pioneers, and now Radner with a good touch gets it up to Gifford. Waiting for the defender to make a play, who goes down as he sends the ball out of bounds. Hawks throw in, and a sub coming in here. And forgot to take his... It's going to be Henry Pleasant, who forgot to take his sweats off before he came onto the field.
Hey, you know what? It's fair. It's pretty chilly out right now.
It is pretty chilly.
We're into the really low 40s, so...
Yeah. Definitely a very brisk night here as Larson receives a shove from Anthony, and it's played back to Frazier. Riley in pursuit, and now the cross, not there for Pachurik, was intercepted, and now Shenna plays it back. Pressured by Radner and Pleasant, but Shenna plays it up. He's got Riley on the left side, and Frazier shoves him down hard.
Yeah, and the Lynnsfield fans not happy with that at all.
Yeah. Riley gets back up, and I can understand that. Like we said, recovering from a broken foot to get to this point, actually playing here.
Yeah.
So Frazier might want to watch himself there if he makes another play like that. Could receive a card as now Pleasant staggers. Looks like he got a shove behind the play. And now Cusson waves off the defense to scoop the ball up. And now Radner and the official at midfield having a little exchange.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, you really don't want to see anybody getting injured out there. So
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in a crucial game like this, as Pleasant pops up. And a nice play from Shenna after getting knocked down to control the ball. And now Lynnsfield moves it back up on the right side. Cleared back out. In the area is Pleasant, but it's headed back out by the Pioneers. Larson against Anthony. Miller in pursuit. And now it'll be Ayari. Clancy near side. Cachuango gets the header, and now maybe a chance here in the box. Lynnsfield, and it's scooped up by Cusson. Just a lot of aggressive goalkeeping here tonight, Tom, and it is paying off for both teams. Still scoreless with 17 minutes to go in the first half. Time has seemed to slow down a little bit here as we reach the halfway point in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting matchup so far. I mean, I would say that Lynnsfield is a little bit more dominant of the ball right now, but
Definitely.
you can't count Frontier out. So
Absolutely not. They've had some good chances, and it does come down to controlling in the midfield, which they have the players to do. They just need to figure something out, make some kind of change, and if they can hold on to halftime with no score, they might be able to really figure something out well as Pachurik keeps the ball for a throw-in. We'll wait and hand it off to Millette.
and again, you have the Lynnsfield fans very upset that there was no call. I mean,
Yeah.
one thing too is like you can't call everything.
Yeah, sometimes you do need to let them play. That goes for both of these teams, of
Yeah.
course. Millette to take the throw-in. Big windup, sends it in looking for a header, and it's cleared out by the Pioneers. Riley right in the area, and he punches it back to Shenna, who sends it down the field looking for Anthony. Frazier lets it go by him. Now he controls off the two-touch, and Anthony with a nice foot to get it past him, but it's sent back. Bessler couldn't get there. Now Riley trying to look to the middle. Anthony up to Reinold, and Pachurik sets the screen as Frazier will clear it out to Radner. A great defensive sequence from the Redhawks, and now they've got Pleasant in motion on the near side. Pleasant can't keep the ball in bounds. A tough break for the Redhawks there, but a good move in transition from Frontier. And now we got two subs coming in.
Yeah, but it kind of looked like Lynnsfield was having the momentum there, but it just
Definitely.
Frontier was able to clear it out, and it was going the other way. So
And now Dylan Riley is going to the bench, which of course is some notable news for the Redhawks. Possibly a chance to turn on the Jets offensively if they can get possession off of the throw-in here. Maddox for the throw-in. Over a couple headers, and that is out of bounds. Frontier's ball. Millette up the sideline, loose. Pachurik can't control, and now it's cleared back out. Popped up, Millette, and now Bessler clears it back out and out of bounds. Hawks struggling on the near side right now. Lynnsfield still with possession. Maddox taking his time. And that's headed back out of bounds. Lynnsfield pushing forward into the Hawks' defensive third here.
yeah, and this could definitely be an opportunity for Lynnsfield. I mean,
Absolutely. Maddox again. He's looking for Anthony, and he won't get it to him. Pachurik was playing the defense on him, and that will be Frontier's ball. Pachurik up to Radner, kept in play. Reinold back to Shenna, but Radner intercepts, and now it's sent back the other way by Lynnsfield, trying to be controlled, and they play it back. Again, Hawks struggling to control in the midfield. That's where your offense is going to come from. Playing a much more defensive game right now is Frontier.
yeah, I mean, we'll see if they change what they're doing.
Wonderful
after halftime,
job.
but
That was a great play from Carter Miller on the far side. Again, a great challenge from number 12 in white. As now Larson plays defense, and down goes two players, cleared out by the Redhawks. So a collision with Tristan Valderrama, it looks like there. Yeah, and that was Brendan Riley in the mix. Now Joel Anthony plays it back. Shenna moving it forward. He's up against Larson, looking to the right side. And now back to Shenna. Deflected by Larson, and the Hawks will move it back out. Look for a play down the field, and it wasn't there. They were looking for Pachurik on the run, and now the pass back in can't be intercepted by Radner. Reinold loses the ball after a little bit of control, trying to put a move on Bessler. To the inside, fired in, and it's stopped by Cussin. That was a good take, though, to be fair, from Mohamed Ayari right there. Saw a lane, and he took it, Tom.
yeah, and a great job by Jack Cussin. I mean, he's been pretty phenomenal back there for the young keeper. So
Yeah, Got to give him plenty of credit, especially with his age, as Pleasant heads it behind him, now goes in pursuit, but Cardinal is there playing forward to send it back out past him. Closing in on 10 minutes left in the half. Still scoreless in the state semifinals. Hawks hanging with the defending state champs. And now, after long last, we'll see Will Redding back on the field. That's a bit of a sigh of relief for the Hawks, as well as TJ Donovan back out for Carter Miller, who's had a good time out there on the left wing.
Yeah, glad to see Will Redding back out there. I mean, he was vital to this Frontiers offense. So.
But that was a great job from Casey Bessler to make a stop right in the box. And I was also going to mention the other number 7 on the field in blue, Dylan Riley. He's back out on the pitch right now, throwing for Tristan Valderrama and the Red Hawks. Looking downfield, touched by Shenna, kept in play, and now sent back. Ayari over to Maddox. Maddox waiting for some move, and now Pechurik gets tripped up hard, will draw the free kick. That's a heartwarming chant right there from the Frontier fans. Ten to go. Frazier off the free kick, sends it down the field, and it's played to the middle of the field by Maddox. Radner deflects the clear, now gets back to it. Radner trying to turn the corner. Radner lays a check on Maddox, keeps the ball, clean play. In the box, it goes wide. Redding with a big chance for Frontier, and that sends the stands aflame.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Hawks, and hey, another shot on goal. So I feel like whoever gets the first goal of this game, Mason, may end up winning it, you know?
Yeah, and now the header forward from Radner up to Redding. Cardinal is there to play it. Redding had the 2 players screening him, which was a good defensive move there from the Pioneers. Looking for Reinhold down the field, and it's out of bounds. A bad touch off the ball from Joel Anthony. Quick soft throw-in. Millette to control, deflected back. Bessler sends it down the field. Redding in the landing zone, and it's sent back to Larson. Larson controls it himself, calls off Valderrama, and now Millette looking down the field. He's got Donovan on the wing. Is it going to stay in play? It won't. A little bit too hard of a pass there from the Red Hawks.
And now we have about 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first half. So, I mean, I feel like we definitely seen more of a defensive game from both of these teams, and I mean, as expected, you do not want to let up a goal, Mason.
Yeah, so. You really don't. At this point in the game, I believe for Lynnsfield, last game, it was either 2-0 or 3-0 that they had against Hampshire. Frontier definitely putting up a better fight here, as now Pechurik will go on the run on the near side. Pechurik looking for the corner, cuts back, and it's going to be Frontier's throw-in. Didn't quite cut the corner for a corner kick, but
the bad throwing down
yeah
from the ball boy. So
as the Hawks will now set up the set piece play here. The throw-ins in this area are always great chances for the Red Hawks. We've seen many goals come off of them, especially from the hands of Max Millette.
Yeah, it's almost like having a corner kick. So
it is. The wind-up into the box. It's loose as Cardinal goes down. Kachuwanga was trying to get a header, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Red Hawks is the ruling. It was off of the arm of Cardinal. He had the ball in his hand, and Kachuwanga collided with him trying to make a header. So the Hawks make the call for the corner.
And the Lynnsfield fans were not happy with the referee call there, but
Radner off the corner, sends it in. It's headed out of bounds. Pachurik was a little bit too far ahead of the goal. Big chance lost for the Redhawks right there, and they'll drop back to their defensive formation once again. And now some words being exchanged with the longtime coach of Lynnsfield and the official on the pitch.
Yeah, so I think what could have happened is if a fan from like Lynnsfield makes a bad call, they could card the ref. So
yeah,
or not the ref. Sorry, they could
card the
coach.
Yes.
You knew what I meant.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah. So now some more talking over here. Brent Monroe clearly upset. And to be fair, I'll give him a little bit of credit for his words there. I mean, you protect your keeper when you can. That was a play that could have hurt Cardinal, potentially your starting keeper right there. So not unwarranted at all. It was called a clean play by the officials, and no goal came of it, but a fair conversation to have, I'll say, as that will be Lynnsfield's ball. Was looking around for the flag as we close in on 6 minutes to go. Millette will pick up the foul. Pretty clear shove delivered from Joel Anthony there to try and get some footing on the header. And it'll be Diego Frazier to set up the free kick in the long range once again. Under 6 to go now. Hawks maybe with a chance. The long-range kick will stay flat, cleared out by Anthony, who was just called for the foul. Frazier controls, makes the turn on Riley, sends it in. Larson closing in on the box. He plays it back. Radner winding up, sends it in, and it's wide. It's a good chance. That's just about how they qualified for this game here. The play back to Radner, wind up, and the shot to the top bins right there. And it will be a timeout here, I believe taken by the Red Hawks, trying to get together some more offensive opportunities and controlling in the midfield. And Lynnsfield trying to figure something out. The Hawks have been in control in these last couple minutes here. What's changed? So they're going to take a quick break on the pitch. We're going to take a quick break up here watching Frontier Community Access Television.
The winner of tonight's game will advance to Saturday's state championship game. That game will be played at 12:45 at Curry College. The winner of this game will play the winner of tonight's game between Cohasset and East Boston. That game kicks off in just a few minutes.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We're coming back into just 5 minutes left in the first half. It's going to be a free kick for Lynnsfield here. And there was an announcement that was just made over the PA system about the other Final Four matchup that is taking place today. Starting in just a few minutes, the number 1 team, Cohasset, against the number 4 team, East Boston. So whoever wins that matchup will play against whoever wins here in the state finals, as it'll be a throw-in on the near side for the Redhawks. And now we're seeing a sub on the back line. That's number 5, Tavo Vincent Warner, coming in for Tristan Valderrama. This was talked about a little bit by the Redhawks. I was going to bring it up in the second half if we hadn't seen it already, but evidently we are, as that is touched out of bounds by Lynnsfield. Hawks maybe with a push here if they can control in the midfield. They play it fast. Radner will control. Takes to the right, Anthony, and it will be Lynnsfield's ball.
Yeah, Gus Radner's pleading to the refs there.
Yeah. He was looking for a call against. There was definitely some grabbing between the two of them, and he was looking for a call there, as now Riley will play it back to Shenna. Larson playing aggressive, and that's been the game changer for the Redhawks here in the late minutes. Playing more aggressive, playing a little bit farther up, as now Vincent Warner will get his first touch on the ball to help clear it out. But the Pioneers switch fields, looking in the box, and Vincent Warner clears it out again. Some good early stands from number 5 in white.
Yeah, and the thing I wanted to mention too, I mean, you always want to play until there's a whistle call.
And now Reading maybe just made a huge play for the Redhawks. That will be Frontiers throw-in. No? Maybe. It was handed off. Reading getting a few words, it seems. That's what the conversation was. There was a stoppage of play that was made on the far side. So Reading getting some words from the officials there, as now he will lay off the ball and it's cleared out of bounds and onto the track.
Yeah, very lucky that net's there.
Yeah, net's behind both of the goals as well here on the track. Closing in on the 2 untimed minutes of the first half. Hawks with a throw-in, up to Reading, sent back. Radner takes the turn. And now Bessler can't quite control. Riley in pursuit, and Frazier gets it past him. A nice touch, but now he loses the ball to Shenna. Moving it forward is Anthony. He's got Riley. Will take it himself. Now up to Dylan Riley. Riley in the corner. Cachuango on the coverage. Riley looking for someone to pass to in the middle, and he sends it back. Now a nice move. Sent in, and it's high. A great setup. And Ayari, once again, pulls it too high for the Pioneers to cash it in.
Yeah, what a shot on goal and an opportunity for Lynnsfield. I mean, that could have been the goal that could have won the game if he scored that one.
Yeah,
so.
Really. Like you said, Tom, I do think first to score, at the very least, is going to have a huge, huge advantage in this game, as that will be a short goal kick from Cusson. Riley to control against Bessler. And it's sent in, caught by Cusson, who plays it quickly to the left side. And now playing fast back is the Pioneers. Pop back up by Larson. And Bessler will win the header over Anthony. Radner with a nice touch. Can he get back to it? Anthony won't stop him. Now back to Radner. And will be a free kick for Lynnsfield.
Yeah, a little shove and bada bing, bada boom. You got a Lynnsfield free kick.
Yeah. Sent down off the dead ball, controlled by Shenna, pressured by Radner, and that will be the half. We are scoreless in the Final Four. The underdog Redhawks hanging with the defending champs, Lynnsfield. These next 40 minutes are going to be one heck of a ride. I hope you stay with us. We will be back in just a few minutes. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
See you in a few for the second half.
Yeah. All right, hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Timeout over Mason Smith. And just some MIAA announcements we got to make. We are pleased to welcome you today to Frontier, or Ayer Shirley. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. So.
You want me to read out the other ones?
Sure.
All right.
Just grab another one if you can.
Let's see. Interscholastic athletics teach many important lessons that extend beyond the sidelines. One such lesson is sportsmanship. Please help teach our students this important life lesson during and after the contest by cheering and showing support for good plays on both teams.
There you go.
We've seen that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
With both of the, I mean, we've seen some protests for sure to some of the calls, but, you know, I said before, some of the conversations that we saw Coach Monroe of Lynnsfield have with his with the official on the field was, you know, you can give him a little bit of slack for that, I think.
Yeah.
With, you know, protecting the safety of your players is the argument I'm sure he would say there. And I'm sure that's what he was saying to the official, as a matter of fact. But it will be in just a few minutes as time is winding down here on the halftime clock. We're coming into the second half of the state semifinals, the Final Four. Hawks are tied with the defending state champions, the Lynnsfield Pioneers. As we'll go back to our starting lineups here, it looks like, for both teams. Anthony sends it out of bounds off of TJ Donovan. And Anthony will drop off the throw-in for number 17, Nate Zalvin.
Yeah, I mean, this will definitely be an interesting second half. I mean, we'll see what teams change up here. And
yeah, absolutely. As Redding gets taken down, that is going to be Mohamed Ayari picking up the foul there. He actually has, I think he's the guy that has had the most good chances for the Pioneers so far in this game. He's had two that he sent high from a longer range, but still very close. Almost hitting the crossbar once, it looks like. And now Frazier sends the ball in, headed out. Donovan launches it into the box, and Redding wasn't there in time to make the run. Could have had a deflection, but that was a beautiful ball in from Donovan. Nice little grass cutter.
yeah, another nice opportunity for the Redhawks, and hopefully we can see a couple more of those. That was definitely a handball there.
Yeah. Whole spin change. You can see it pretty clearly. And the refs pick it up. Will be another free kick for the Hawks in their own end. Like you said, Tom, it is pretty cold here. I got my hand warmer in my pocket, switching between each one. As Frazier sends the ball in, looking for a deflection. Not there. And now Bessler sends it in himself. Will be very wide to the right.
Yeah, I mean, Mason, the nice thing is if Frontier does end up, you know, unfortunately losing this game, we will be, the next time we'll be doing sports, we'll be inside.
That's very true.
So.
Yes. Or at any rate, it'll be very soon that we'll be inside covering sports. And those will be fun games as well. Basketball season coming up, as well as the ice hockey co-op, which I'm personally looking forward to a little bit. I always love calling hockey.
Yep, and that one will be cold. But
that one will be cold, but not as cold as this, I don't think, as Redding now makes a nice run after controlling. Redding takes to his right, sends it into the box, and it was a little bit too far for Millette, but now Donovan pops it up, and it's caught by Cardinal. I thought for sure that was going over, but it came down in time.
It looked like it was going to go over. So
Yeah, and it looks like maybe it was Zalvin who was in the area who might have actually deflected it up a little bit. But Riley goes up for a header and misses it. Cachuango tried to clear it out. Now Radner on the far side does out of the midfield zone, delivers a shove and will pick up another foul and maybe another talking to from the officials. They already had one conversation with him about watching himself a little bit, but the physical play in the midfield, we already said, Tom, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen a lot in this game. And for whoever moves on, it's going to happen in the state finals as well. You want it a lot, and that will be wide. A good play by Jack Cusson. A little risky, I might say, but he knew where the ball was going and knew where the net was, and he lets it go out of bounds for the goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's something that Lynnsfield kind of talked about during halftime, was taking longer range shots. So
yeah, because they've had control a lot, but they haven't taken as many shots. I think that's a really good point, Tom. It was Ayari who took some longer range shots, and now Radner gets tripped up hard. Ayari on the defense this time, just as we said his name, but he took those long range shots, almost went in. So, not a bad idea at all. And the Hawks have taken some long-range chances. They've almost went in. It was a long-range shot from Gus Radner that gave the Hawks the spot in this game today when they beat Tingsboro 1-0.
Yeah.
And now it'll be a long-range free kick for Diego Frazier, the junior captain here. Sent into the box. Bessler on the ball. Sends it back. Redding, and it's stopped.
Nice save. I really do feel like the way this game has been playing, it's going to come down to who scores the first goal, Mason.
And right now it looks like the Hawks have all kinds of momentum. Pachurik on the ball, trying to make the turn. He does. Redding, maybe with a chance if he plays it back. He does. Millette shoots his high.
Hey, but that's getting the crowd's going wild from that. I mean,
this is a Frontier crowd. This is a Western Mass crowd, Tom. They've shown up. They are showing all kinds of support, and they are getting in the heads of Lynnsfield. It's showing on the pitch, and it's been showing ever since the second half started. Donovan lets it go by him. And now it will be controlled by Valderrama, who clears it back out. Ayari into the midfield. Trying to make a turn is Shenna. Millette is all over him. Shenna now gets some separation, sends it up to Reinhold in the air, brought back down. Bessler clears it back out, and now Anthony with the reset to Shenna. Up to Dylan Riley, and a great move. Tristan Valderrama, a wonderful foot, and now Lynnsfield. Maybe a chance here on the corner. Anthony sends it in. Riley can't make the play. That was a great opportunity for Lynnsfield, and it was shut down beautifully. I think it was Cachuango who was on the ball, and now he gets on the ball first. Punched out by Millette. Radner in the area, can't get there first before Ayari. Mohamed Ayari on the far sideline. Stays in play. That was a nice touch there, and they tried to send it forward to Millette. It looked like it hit off of his back, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
7 minutes gone in the second half. Still scoreless here. Chances for both teams once again.
Just the one chant from Let's Go Red Hawks, but
just one. But I think they've got the majority on the field. Ball somehow stays in play there. A great turn from Rocco Shenna. Shenna again, and it's punched out. Beautiful job, Max Millette, and the Hawks slow it down in the midfield. Now Radner turns the tempo back up, takes a check. Ayari stays with it. Radner, and he gets taken down. That's not going to be a free kick.
No.
He lets it play on. I thought that it looked like, I was judging from the players, it looked like they all stopped and were getting set up for something. But now Redding loses the ball, gets back to it. Redding almost falls, and now gets by Anthony. Wow. Will Redding takes the inside, might look for a cross, and it's going to be sent out of bounds. Lynnsfield's ball.
The one thing with like that no call there, that was the second time that Gus Radner has gotten down the field, and then all of a sudden, he's tackled, and
yeah,
it's unfortunate almost.
It seems to be the only way that Lynnsfield has been able to figure out how to stop him up the middle, because he's been working that middle all night.
Yeah, I feel like on that one too I'm not the professional soccer player here, but it kind of looked like it got more of his leg than the ball, but.
And that is Gifford. I was looking out in the field, sorry. That is Gifford just checked in for Will Redding, who just put up a couple great chances for the Redhawks. And now they'll play the ball up to Graydon Gifford. Gifford almost there, but the turn is made by the back line. Bessler plays it up. Good offensive play from the back liner from Charlemont. And now Eric Larson gets chopped down. And moving back the other way is Rocco Schenna out of bounds. Lynnsfield's ball. They'll move fast. Schenna trying to get it back to Riley, but it's broken up by the Redhawks. Schenna back with it. In the center of the field, Reinhold, and he's going to pick up a free kick there at the 30.
Wow. I mean, I don't even I don't have words for that, but
just some grappling there that he didn't like, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it looks like it'll be Schenna who will take the free kick. A runner on the left side will get picked up by Ian Pachurik, and now it's lofted deep into the box and right out of bounds. Bad kick from Rocco Schenna.
I mean, although we're only 10 minutes just about done in the second half, Mason, it kind of feels like we could be seeing an overtime. I mean, I have no idea.
I wouldn't be surprised at all,
yeah.
Really. And this is an interesting move here. Radner taking some time to cool off on the bench, and it's number 20, Xavier Fripp, who's out on the field and who gets first touch on the ball here in the midfield. Hawks digging a little into their bench to give their starting players some rest, and Riley kicks the ball out of bounds in some frustration, it seems.
I mean, you do still need to keep a lot of intensity in going into this game, but everyone kind of seemed to slow down for a moment there.
Yeah. And Fripp on the ball moves it forward for the Hawks, but Schenna sends it right back in. Donovan intercepts it in the air. Can't clear it out from Anthony, who gets right back to it. Now Ayari over to the far side. Sent in, and Cusson is there to scoop it up. Hawks have been playing very efficiently so far in this second half with just about 12 minutes gone. Cusson sends it down the field, just short of the midfield line, headed up by Fripp. He lost it in the lights, and now it's played back by Pachurik, who finds Millette in the midfield. Millette takes the inside, looking for a pass downfield, and he'll take it himself for a moment before finding Eric Larson. And now Valderrama on the back line playing high up. Larson again. Nice move past Schenna. Now he's got an open Fripp. Fripp looking to the right side. Pachurik, it bounced in a little awkward way, was deflected up by one of the Lynnsfield players, and that killed the chance for the Hawks, but they've got a throw in right at midfield. Now this maybe is a big chance here for Frontier. Matt Reinhold is going to the bench. I did not catch who came on for him, but one of their biggest players going to the bench, taking a break there. And it looks like Radner might be shaken up a little bit, nursing something, or just stretching out a little bit as well on the sideline. But we'll keep an eye on that as Eric Larson.
Yeah, I wonder if he has some sort of cramp or whatnot.
I wouldn't be surprised. The cold can get to you really bad like that out on the field. But now Larson takes to the right side. Nice ball forward from Pachurik. Gifford, and it's out of bounds. goal kick for the Pioneers. Still deadlocked are these two teams. Hawks trying to do what some might say is impossible. The 14th seed beating the 2nd seed in a state tournament.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has happened very, very few times before.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that the 14th seed is this far into the tournament,
yes,
is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So.
And now Reading will check back into the game Gifford heads to the bench. And it looks like Radner's sitting on the bench still recovering from whatever that is. And now Fripp makes the turn, launches it into the box, and no one was there to make the run. And Donovan is also on the bench now. Miller has taken his place on the field. Reading being very aggressive, almost gets a block off, but Cachuongo beats Dylan Riley to the header, and now Valderrama controls and sends it back down the field. Over to Iari. Fripp in pursuit. On the far side, launched down by Clancy. Dylan Riley is there. Frazier on the coverage. Back heel. It's popped up and out of bounds. Throw-in. Going to be taken by Brendan Riley. Brendan Riley is the player who came in for Matt Reinhold, who is looking to come back into the game here. Now it's Dylan Riley with the cross behind Zalvin, and Zalvin takes it up. Was looking for Anthony on the near side, but he backtracks. Now Reading applying some pressure against Morgan. Cachuongo easily intercepts, clears it back out, and it's punched back to midfield, but Fripp pops it up over the back line. Morgan is there. Reading lays off a little, and now trailing Morgan over Miller. Valderrama drops back, up to Dylan Riley. Riley with a big chance, and he scores!
Yeah, and I mean, nice opportunity is presented as they're still celebrating that gold.
And that will be a yellow card. Dylan Riley picks up a yellow card and shrugs it off for destroying the flag.
Yep.
And the Hawks now down in this game. And you said, Tom, the first team to score could very well walk away with the win here. Now the pressure is on the Red Hawks to turn something around.
Yeah, I mean, really, the reason I said that is because both of these teams have been playing very defensive. So, I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure with that goal, Lynnsfield is going to be playing a little bit more defensive. So, even more defensive than they already are. So.
And now the Hawks have a throw-in that gets moved back twice, and they'll play it back to Max Millette, who sends it back further to Diego Frazier, pressured by Brendan Riley. Now they chip the back line, and it's caught up by Kellen Cardinal. 24 minutes on the clock for the Hawks to find an equalizer somewhere. And that will be out on Ian Pachurik. Pioneers ball. Wind definitely taken out of the sails a little bit for the Red Hawks, but they're trying to start the motor back up again. Radner. No one in the area for his pass as Pachurik now drops back for the defense. Millette takes the ball away from Shenna. Radner loses the ball himself. Now Reinhold, who just checked back on to the pitch, plays it back and again.
Yeah, it'll be tough to I mean, Frontier really needs to stop the attack here, but.
And that is headed out. A nice job from Frazier after Anthony worked the near side very well to get all the way to the corner. Little side note, the scoreboard still hasn't updated yet.
Yeah.
And it'll be Joel Anthony.
We'll just go with that goal didn't count, right, Mason?
Joel Anthony taking the throw in here for Lynnsfield. And that is sent out of bounds off of Carter Miller after the Hawks shut down all the passing lanes. Sub coming in for the Pioneers. And nothing there for the Pioneers.
Yeah.
There's throw-in tapped right back out of bounds by Brendan Riley. Now Carter Miller going to try and get something going here for the Red Hawks. They need something fast, preferably.
Yeah.
The sooner they get back into this game, the better. And Radner picks up another foul or another free kick. The foul again on Joel Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, Frontier, they really need to just kind of. I know we only have about you could say a quarter left of this game, but
yeah,
they kind of need to slow down and look for the open passing lanes, find somebody who's open, and then try to work your way downfield. But
they can make something happen fairly quickly.
Yeah.
They have the guys to do it, and they can turn this game on its head as soon as they really find a way to. It's just making some connections is what they really need to end up doing. Sub waiting to come in for the Red Hawks, it seems, as that ball will be let out of bounds by Carter Miller. And now the throw-in. Beautiful throw-in right up to Redding. Now Redding, what a touch. Redding makes the turn. It's popped back up. Miller punches it in. It's loose. No one can get to it, and Pachurik will trace it back out of the box. A wonderful chance set up by Miller and Redding, and that will be Lynnsfield's ball.
that was a great opportunity for the Hawks, and just unfortunately didn't go their way, Mason. So.
Bessler doesn't let him make the turn. And now the misstep from Frazier. Riley almost got by him, but now Frazier, moving offensively, tries to see Redding in the box, but it's cleared back out. Now Millette getting tangled up with Dylan Riley. And a call is made late on the play.
Yeah, we got about 20 minutes left in this game. Frontier, they still need to, they need to make something out of nothing. So.
Yeah, they've had a couple of chances that have seemed just materialized really out of thin air. And it needs to be a little bit more formative for them as Anthony misses the touch almost, and it will be cleared out by the Red Hawks. Morgan keeps it in the attacking third for Lynnsfield. Redding, a great play to get it up to Gus Radner as he fell to his knees. Radner looking for a call as the ball is shoved away from him. Now Valderrama against Anthony, and it's out of bounds.
Okay.
That was John Pachurik on the sideline there, offering some words of encouragement to the team and his son, Ian Pachurik. Riley can't control, but Miller does. Out of bounds, Frontier's ball. Millette moving fast, up to Larson in the midfield. Plays it back. Frazier sends it up. Redding not there, and now he gets back to it. Redding grabbed by Shenna. Possibly the clearest foul of the night.
Yeah. And, this is a major opportunity for the Hawks, and could be one of the last chances they kind of get, but so.
It'll be Frazier on the free kick. Frazier sends it into the box, and it's wide to the left.
Someone need to get onto that one, Mason.
It's happened several times with their set-piece plays, and it's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Horton. With 17:34 on the clock, Hawks with their backs against the walls. They've come so far in this tournament that can they just pull off one more miracle?
Yeah.
It'll be up to Coach Horton and the Hawks on the field tonight to try and see it through. They're going to take a quick break, and so will we. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
Just a reminder that the winner of tonight's game plays Saturday at 12:45 in the state finals at Curry College. It's the winner, East Boston, and whoever their and Cohasset. I'm trying to do that from memory.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm still Mason Smith here with Tom Alber in Ayers Shirley. Hawks are down 1-0 against the defending champions, the Lynnsfield Pioneers. It was the player of the year last year, number 7, senior captain Dylan Riley, who cashed it in on a breakaway. And the Hawks have 17 and a half to claw their way back and force an extra time.
Yeah, hopefully they're able to do it, but you never know. I mean,
they keep stalling in the midfield and now trying to catch him in transition. Frazier on Riley. He blocks the shot, and it'll be a corner kick for Lynnsfield. As the night just keeps getting colder here in Ayers Shirley. My hand warmer isn't much help right now, but my hands are plenty warm, but now I'm pressing it up against my chest under my jacket, trying to get something, but it'll be Matt Reinhold. And once again, they're going to be crowding the net. See if this corner kick can work out for them. It'll be lined in, popped up, and saved. Oh, a great job from Jack Cusson, keeping the Hawks within reach here.
Yeah, I mean, if he wasn't able to make that save, that would have put Lynnsfield up 2-0, and definitely out of reach for the Hawks. So
yeah, with this amount of time left, they haven't been able to get some really consistent chances. So they're really banking on some kind of miracle shot here from one of their players. Might just come from the magic man himself, number 7, Will Redding.
Yeah.
And that ball is let through and out of bounds as we reach 16 minutes left to go. Yet another goal kick for Kellen Cardinal. Header is won by Redding. He deflects it to his right. And now it is controlled by Larson after an attempted clear. Radner sends it to his left. It's Carter Miller looking for someone in the middle. He'll play it back to Radner. Up to Larson. Larson trying to get up to the box, and now Radner. Just a little bit of room, and it's deflected and saved by Cowan Cardinal.
Oh, and it looks like Gus Radner's down.
Didn't catch what happened there.
Yep.
Maybe some kind of collision after the shot that he took. And it'll be Xavier Fripp who's going to come in for Gus Radner, who seemed to have been nursing something on the sideline earlier in the game.
It kind of looked like he was there. It was like his hip or something, but
yeah. And Cachuongo comes far up to make the play on the ball. Couple headers from Lynnsfield to get it back in motion for them. Riley wins it past Cachuongo, and Miller drops back to defense to cover Joel Anthony. Anthony looking for someone in the box as he takes it to the corner, and it is a throw-in for Lynnsfield.
Oh, yeah, they do need to start the clock.
And it's going to be Frontier's throw-in. I'm not sure what the call was there. Something might have been said, some kind of overrule from the middle judge there on the field. I don't know. But Cachuongo takes it up, now plays it back from Fripp. Bessler on the right wing, and Larson is there in the midfield, making the turn on Rocco Schenna. Now cuts back. Larson trying to gain some kind of ground, kicks it right through the official. Good job getting out of the way there, and Bessler times his kick well, gets it up to Pachurik. Now it's punched forward and out of bounds. They were looking for Donovan on the right side. And the throw-in is overshot by Bessler, but now he gets back to it off of Frazier's interception. And now offside when he gets to it. Yeah, offside by about 5 yards was Dylan Riley. Somehow didn't notice it.
Yeah. Nice, you can't do that from Frontier's student section, so. Yeah, something that was going on, Mason, was after the injury, they forgot to start the clock again, so some of the fans were upset about that.
Yeah. And the free kick from Frazier was intercepted by Rocco Schenna, who takes it up in the midfield, avoids the challenge from Frazier. Now Dylan Riley cuts back, gets it back to Schenna, but it's too far, and Millette is there. Anthony in pursuit, and it's sent up and out of bounds.
Yeah, Frontier, they do need to make something happen, so.
Running low on time is the Redhawks. 13 on the clock. And Riley doesn't get to the ball in time, and it is sent out of bounds. Throw in for Lynnsfield.
A Hawks, Hawks, Hawks chant, but.
Anthony controlling in the corner. And goal kick for Jack Cusson. Now 12 and a half to go for the Redhawks. Time ticking on what thus far has been a miraculous season for them. And offside was Dylan Riley.
Yeah, so I wonder if they'll go to the ref's time, just because theirs is about a minute off. So
yeah. Now Fripp almost had a great ball forward. He gets it back now, loses it. Larson in pursuit on the far side. Bessler deflects it out of bounds. Not out of bounds, kept in, and still in. I thought for sure that was rolling out, but Frazier gets to it, sends it down the field towards the center. Now Redding doesn't get there in time. Catches himself on Charlie Morgan there. Really didn't want to run into Cardinal. As now Donovan picks the ball off. Now played back up to Donovan, intercepted off of Fripp's pass. Larson can't control it, and now it's popped back up in the midfield. Header won by Frazier. Anthony intercepts on the ground. Now up to Dylan Riley. Cachuango touches it out of bounds. 11 minutes on the scoreboard. You're saying, so we got 10.
Yeah.
10 minutes to go for the Redhawks. Shenna with a chance. He sends it wide. Corner kick. It was deflected. Lynnsfield almost scored on a corner kick chance earlier in the game. It'll be Reinhold again to take it. Lofts it in. Good ball. Looking for a header. It's there, and it's on the outside of the net.
Oh, I thought it looked like he scored, but...
Plenty of the Lynnsfield parents did too. But it'll be a goal kick for Jack Cusson and the Redhawks with now 9.5 to go.
I got a small camera screen I'm looking through, so...
Yeah. Popped up by Shenna. Header won by Redding. Now Larson. Larson waiting. Passes it back. Max Millette. Back again. Now Cachuango. Wants to go on a run here. Sees Miller on the near sideline. Played up, intercepted, and out of bounds. They're trying to get it to Redding. And they've got Donovan in the box right now. Miller sees him. Donovan with a touch. Controls.
Oh.
Sends it in. Maybe a chance. And taken down. Free kick. It was Eric Larson who was trying to get there. And it was a good body in the way. That was Tyler Maddox. Now 8.5 on the clock. Riley goes down and is limping here. Hawks move in transition, cuts back. Larson now up to Millette. Millette trying to get someone in the box. It's Donovan, and he doesn't get there in time. Cardinal with another offensive goalie move there.
Time is definitely windowing for the Redhawks, Mason, but you know they really just got to play to the whistle. So
they do, and they've been playing very well in these past couple of minutes. A last-second goal isn't an outrageous possibility at this point. Whether they can ride that to an upset is another story. As now Vincent Warner is checked in for Valderrama, a little bit more offensive power for the Redhawks. On the near side, though, it's Carter Miller playing it back to Cachuango, who's pressured by Riley, sends it up to Fripp. Still on the sideline is Gus Radner. Now Bessler up the middle. It's Millette. Sees Vincent Warner, who's going on a run on the far side. Vincent Warner gets there, trying to make a play on it, and it's a goal kick.
Frontier, I mean, you're right, Mason. They kind of turned up the intensity in these last couple of minutes. I mean, your season's riding on this, so.
Yeah, I mean, they better be playing with some kind of intensity if their season is riding on it. And, I mean, this could be a very different story here if Gus Radner was out on the field right now. I'm not sure what has happened to him, but with 6.5 on the clock, it will be a timeout taken. 1-0 is the score. Hawks with the time running out on their season if they can't find the back of the net. We'll be back in just a few moments. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
A good time to remind you the concession stand is still open. The winner of tonight's game will play Saturday at 12:45 at Curry College against the winner of Cohasset and East Boston. Also a good time to remind you that the clock is unofficial. Official time is kept on the field. As we get countdown to the closing minutes of this game.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. The time on the scoreboard is very messed up now. They just made a reminder that official time is kept on the field, and currently on the game clock it says that there are 82 minutes left in the game, and also 85 seconds in that 82nd minute. But the Hawks, with 6 minutes to go by our official FCAT timer, send the ball forward, and it was behind Pachurik. Could have been a great chance right there. Reading putting some pressure on Cardinal. Hawks will be desperate in these last few minutes. Any chance they can get is a golden chance for them as Anthony plays the ball forward to Brendan Riley. And it looks like Dylan Riley has taken to the bench, seemed to be nursing some kind of injury, and that will be a goal kick. Ball won by the Redhawks, a big win there as time is winding down. As we're getting very close to a stoppage of the clock where the time will only be kept by the officials on the field. And that will be Dylan Riley back on the field. He just subbed back in, it seems, trying to make a move on Cachuongo. Good step over and a good touch from Cachuongo to kill the drive. As it is now under 5 minutes. Hawks season is being timed by the officials' watches right now, as Lynnsfield continues to put the pressure on and now can't control right on the sideline. Reading plays it quickly to Larson off the throw-in. Larson with a nice move to maintain control, plays it back to the middle. Millette looks down the field, and now Beschler will get it over to Frazier, getting some separation from the pressure of Dylan Riley, who has the lone tally on the night for Lynnsfield. And an odd spin there keeps it away from the Pioneers. Now on the far side, Carter Miller gets it up to Pachurik and out of bounds.
It'll give Frontier the corner. Mason, this is the opportunity they're looking for.
This is a big chance. Some confusion on who's taking the corner. It's going to be Carter Miller.
I would say this is the biggest opportunity you can have.
This is their chance. Just about everyone coming up. Carter Miller with the foot sends the drive in. It's popped up and will be another corner kick. I'm a little surprised that Cusson is staying back on the other side of the field, honestly.
Yeah.
Miller again to take the corner. Hands go up. In comes Frazier. They send it up to Frazier. Now it's with Larson. Larson looking for a drive, and it's sent away. Will be a throw-in for Frontier. They tried the set piece. Did not work. I'd estimate maybe 3 minutes left here.
Yep.
The clock on the scoreboard has just reached 5, and they were at 7 when we hit 5, so I'm guessing 3. Now the throw-in for the Redhawks. Trying to make a turn is Larson. Hawks keep the throw-in. Millette will take it yet again.
I guess they'll run it down to 2 minutes, so.
Big windup. Millette into the box. Header. Pachurik! It's loose and out of bounds. Will be a corner kick for the Redhawks. Big chance. Miller again from the corner. Hands go up, plenty of motion in the box. Loose ball. Stays on the corner.
Another corner kick.
Everyone was watching that
Yep.
flag from the official. Hawks are going to take it quick. Might play it short. No, it'll be Donovan who takes the corner kick here. TJ Donovan has had so many good crosses this year. Sends the ball in, and it hits the outside of the net. Last few chances for the Hawks coming up here. As now Dylan Riley goes on a run, and the foot from Cachuongo gets in the way of that pressure. Now it's cleared back out. Hawks in transition on the other side of the field. Ball sent up, intercepted, was meant for Pachurik, and now Frazier cuts down the clear. Frazier sends it up the middle. Nice touch, was meant for Larson, but was tipped away. The midfield holding strong for Lynnsfield. And that ball is sent forward in play. Pachurik with a nice touch to bring it down, takes a check, and now it's controlled by Fripp. Millette through the double team. Millette still with it, goes down.
Oh.
Larson maybe with a chance. Larson fires, and it's wide to the left.
My guess is there's about maybe a minute or so left. So
Really 1 or 2 chances left for the Red Hawks. Season on the line. Off the goal kick, sent back down by Cachuongo. Redding in the landing zone. He is there. Morgan. Now Donovan. Can't control, and it's sent not out of bounds. Cachuongo. Now not Riley in pursuit. Frazier moving it up fast himself. Pachurik brings it down with his chest. Stumbled, couldn't get to the ball. And now Miller against Reinhold, and it's cleared back out.
So one more reminder that the clock is unofficial.
Bessler sends it down the field. A header. Top of the box. Donovan. It's cleared out. Chance for the Hawks on the throw-in. They're going to have to move fast. Officials checking their watches. It's going to be Millette.
yep.
And that's the game. They didn't let him take the throw-in.
Wow.
And Lynnsfield is going to the state finals.
A great run though by the Red Hawks, Mason. Just, you know, not the way the cookie crumbled, but and it really goes back to that goal.
Congratulations to Lynnsfield. Advances to Saturday State.
So
Which we played at 12:45 at Curry College against the Royals.
A heartbreaking end
Also, congratulations
to a season full of miracles.
on an excellent season.
yep.
This was a team that
Applause for both.
won everyone's hearts. A great cast of characters,
Yep.
just so much spirit and love for each other, and you can see it on the fields. Captains hugging it out right now. So many emotions. So many players will be missed next year.
Yep.
But this is a run that will be remembered for a long, long time.
Yep. The 14 seed Red Hawks, I mean, just the fact that they made it this far, Mason, is incredible. So
Beyond all probability and likelihood, they should never have even been here, but they were,
yep.
off of plain miracle and magic. But the run ends in the Final Four. A 1-0 loss to the defending state champions. And it will be a long bus ride home.
Yep.
I've been Mason Smith, here with Tom Albert. You've been watching Frontier Community Access Television. Good night. We will see you in the Goodnow Gymnasium for basketball.
Sure. And the telethon tomorrow
And the
night.
telethon, yes. Tune into the telethon.
All right.